So look at what we are gonna do today. All I need to do is to open the presentation. Here we have Mario and a mushroom. And now let me hit the spacebar and see how Mario runs to the right, hits the mushroom, and grows up. Conversely, if I hit the spacebar once again, Mario will run to the left, a Goomba shows up, hits Mario and makes him shrink. Really cool, right? Well, to achieve this exact same result, the first step will be to paste your background image. These are images you can find all over the internet. It's really easy. Here we have some GIF images that can be created using sprites from the web, plus a GIF creator. In my case, I'm using this one, easygif.com, but there are many more available for free on the web. I will let the link of this specific GIF creator in the description below this video in case you're interested, but tools like this are really easy to find, so don't you worry about that. So like I said, the first step will be to paste the background image on your slide. So paste it and make it the same size of your slide. And now we're gonna paste a static image of Mario in our desired position in a way that looks like Mario is standing on the floor. Also, we are gonna paste the mushroom, which is the first element Mario will be running to. I decided to paste it on the right side, but this is something you can play with. If you want it on the left, that is perfectly fine. In my case, I will let it there. And now we need Mario to run. To make it happen, we are gonna use this GIF image. And I will paste it here. But we're gonna make sure that this running Mario image is in the exact same position as our static Mario image. Quick tip here, if you want to stop the GIF image from playing, just make sure you select it and hit the space bar. This will stop the animation. You see? If I hit the space bar, Mario starts running. If I hit it once again, I am pausing the animation. So let's get this back to its position. And now just remember that Mario needs to be oriented towards the first element he will be initially running to. In my case, Mario will be running towards the mushroom. But if you need to change it, let's suppose that you have the mushroom on the left, just make sure you select Mario, click here on picture format, go to rotate and select the orientation you want for your image. So like I said, I'm fine with the mushroom on the right, Mario running towards the mushroom in the first place, so everything is fine for me. And now to actually make Mario run, we're gonna add the required animation. So click on the running Mario image, go to animations, add animation, lines. And now as you can see, this animation is moving Mario to the bottom, but we want it to move to the right. So, while having the animation selected, go to Effect Options and change the direction to right. Now, something really important here is to make the static Mario image disappear and the running Mario to show up at the same time, so it creates the illusion of getting started to run as soon as we hit the spacebar. To achieve this result, we are going to reorder the animations inside the animation pane. So let's move our running Mario a little bit to the top so I can see the static Mario image. And here what I'm going to do is to add the disappearing animation. So add animation, exit, disappear. The trigger for this animation will be with previous. And also we are gonna click on a running Mario, add animation, entrance, appear. And here comes the spatial order of the animation I was mentioning a couple seconds ago. First animation will be our running Mario image appearing on the screen. So we're gonna move this animation to the top. And the trigger will be on click. Here we're good to go. Now the second animation will be the static Mario disappearing. So we're gonna move this animation over here and the trigger will be with preview. Finally, the third animation will be Mario running to the right. So here we're gonna change the trigger to with previous, and this will be the third animation in our list. For this animation, we are gonna change a couple options here. So click on this arrow. Let me cancel here so I can show you. Click on this arrow over here, go to Effect Options. You can also open this menu by right-clicking over the animation you want to modify and make sure that you remove the smooth start and the smooth end because we don't need it. Click OK and change the duration of this line animation to 1.3 seconds. Now let's move our running Mario to the correct position on top of our static Mario image and let's open the presentation to see what happens. So we have static Mario, hit the spacebar, Mario starts running and makes it to the mushroom. But we still need Mario to grow up as soon as he touches the mushroom. So how do we do that? Well, we need to add two things here. First, we need this running Mario image to disappear as soon as he reaches the end of the line animation we have added. So let's select the image, now click on add animation, go to exit, disappear, and change the trigger to after previous. Let's move now this running Mario image to the top so we can see the static Mario image, because we're gonna copy this image and paste it here at the very end of the line animation we have assigned to our running Mario image. Let's move this to its original position once again, and now let's select the last static Mario image we have added here. By the way, if you copy the original image you have here, the animation it has assigned will also be copied to the new one, so I'm going to remove it. Let's select the image once again, add animation, entrance appear, and this will be with previous. So what we are doing here is to make the static Mario show up as soon as the running Mario disappears. Let's open the presentation to see how it works. So I have the static Mario here, hit the spacebar, it starts running, and at the end of the line, running Mario disappears and the static Mario image shows up. So it creates the illusion of having Mario running to the right and stopping at the time he touches the mushroom. So now we need Mario to actually grow up. And how do we do that? Well, select the static Mario image, the last one you have added, go to add animation, and here on the emphasis section you have grow shrink. Click on it and let's modify a couple options here. We're gonna change the size from 150 to 170%. Hit OK. And we are gonna also change the duration of this animation from 2 seconds to 0.3 seconds. Also, the trigger needs to be changed. Here, we're gonna modify the trigger from on click to after previous. Let's see what happens now. Mario touches the mushroom and he grows up. But there is a problem here, and that problem is that Mario is growing from the center. So it seems like growing outside of the floor, beyond the floor, and we don't want that to happen. So what we're gonna do is to synchronize this growing animation with a line animation that will move Mario upwards at the same speed he grows up. So I'm gonna zoom in. Let me click here. It is important for you to zoom in to be able to modify the size of the line animation you just added effectively. Okay, so now I just click on the animation. See how I click on the animation, press shift and drag and drop the end of the animation to my desired position. So let's suppose that I want it here. That's perfectly fine. And I will make the duration of this line animation to match the duration of the growing animation. So for the growing animation, we have 0.3 seconds here. I will do the same for this line animation, 0.3 seconds here. So what is going to happen now is that Mario will grow and he will move up at the same speed he grows, causing the effect of being growing on top of the floor. We still need to change the trigger here, so let's change it to with previous because we need these two animations to happen at the exact same time. And now let's give it a try. So I have the static Mario here, hit the spacebar, Mario runs to the mushroom and he grows up, but this time he doesn't grow beyond the floor. He grows on top of the floor because there are two animations assigned to the same sprite. One animation is making him grow and the other animation is moving the image a little bit up, so it seems like Mario is growing on top of the floor. Okay, next we need our mushroom to disappear as soon as Mario touches it. So to do that, click on the mushroom, go to add animation, exit, disappear. Set the trigger to with previous, and that's it. Now, as soon as Mario touches the mushroom disappears and Mario grows up. Okay, so the first effect is completed. Now we need Mario to shrink, and for that to happen, we are gonna start by adding a new slide to our presentation. Let's zoom this out a little bit just to delete these default boxes from this slide. We are gonna copy the background. This will not change. Let's click on approve. And now what we're gonna do is to start by copying the static Mario we have added to the previous slide and paste it over here in the exact same location. We are gonna remove the animations, and now we need this new static Mario to be the same size of the previous Mario image after he grows up. So let's modify the size of this new Mario image, and to make sure that it matches the size of the previous Mario image, we're gonna run the presentation. So this is the final size of Mario after he hits the mushroom, and as you can see, the static Mario image on our secondary slide is not of the exact same size. So we're gonna start modifying this size to fit the previous one. Let's run the presentation once again. Hit the spacebar. It is still a little bit smaller. So we're gonna make it bigger. So what I'm doing here is to make sure that the second Mario we are adding is the exact same size of Mario after he hits the mushroom. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I think it's done, but the position is different, you see? So I'm gonna move this a little bit, like that, a little bit to the right. And I think now I finally have it. Yep. As you can see, there's almost no difference between the Mario that grows up and the new Mario I have added on the secondary slide. You see, there's almost no difference. So now I need Mario to run to the left. And to achieve that result, I will also add a running Mario image to the secondary slide. Let me delete the animations once again. And I will make this Mario image the same size of the static Mario I just added. Okay, let's hit the spacebar to stop the animation. There you go. Now I will modify the orientation. So while having running Mario selected, I will go to picture format, rotate, and I will select this option, flip horizontal. That's it. Okay, so let me modify a little bit the position here. There you go. Now I will move this running Mario on top of the static Mario just to add the corresponding animations. So as soon as I enter on this slide, this Mario needs to disappear. So let's select the image, go to animations, add animation, disappear. This will be with previous. Now I'm gonna click on my running Mario, add animation, lines. This time Mario will run to the left. This will happen after previous, and I'm gonna modify the duration again to 1.3. Now this is what is going to happen. Let me place this running Mario on top of the static Mario, and we're gonna start from the previous slide. Hit, Mario grows up, and now Mario moves to the other direction, you see? Remember also to modify the options of this line animation and remove the smooth start and the smooth end. Now we're gonna make this line a little bit longer, so click on the animation, hold the shift key, drag and drop to the left as much as you wish. In my case, this will be sufficient. Okay, and now I will gonna add the enemy. So this is the Goomba. Let's click on our slide, zoom out, Ctrl V. And now here I have the Goomba, you see? Here I have the Goomba. Let me place it on the correct position, probably there. And I will also move it to the left, outside of this slide. I will now add an animation to the enemy. This will be a line, so click on add animations while having the enemy selected. Then click on lines and let's change the direction of the animation to the right. This needs to be synchronized with our running Mario animation, so I will change the options once again, remove the start and the end. Okay, change the duration to 1.3, hit enter, and also we're gonna change the trigger. So the trigger here will be with previous. Let me move this a little bit to the right to make sure that the Goomba touches Mario at the end of the animation. And now we can run small test here to see what happens. You see, Mario and the Goomba touch each other. Probably I can move this a little bit to the left. Let's see if it works. Yep, I like it. And now what is going to happen? Well, as soon as Mario hits the Goomba, Mario needs to shrink. So let's copy the static Mario we have here. Let's paste it. Let's remove this animation from it. We're gonna paste it here at the end of the Mario running animation. And we're gonna add an appearing animation to this static Mario that will be triggered after previous. This means after Mario and the Goomba touch each other. Also, running Mario needs to disappear. So let's click on add animation while having the running Mario image selected, exit, and disappear. The trigger here will be with previous. Let's see what happens now. You see, Mario touches the Goomba, running Mario disappears, and the static Mario shows up. If you want, you can also change the orientation of this static Mario so it looks towards the Goomba. And now as you can see, as soon as Mario touches the Goomba, it seems like stopping from running at that very moment. Now we need Mario to shrink. We are gonna do that by selecting our static Mario image, going to animations, add animation, emphasis, grow and shrink. Let's change the duration to 0.3 and the trigger to after previous. We also need to change the effect options. To make it shrink, enter any value below 100%. So I enter 50%, hit enter and click OK. Now see what happens. Mario runs to the Goomba, he touches the Goomba, and he shrinks. But see how now Mario is seeming to be floating in the air. So, guess what we need to do? Yes, the answer is to add a line animation that moves Mario a little bit to the bottom, so he seems that he's shrinking on top of the floor. So click on the static Mario image, add animation, lines. This is moving to the bottom, zoom in and modify the length of the line animation a little bit. I think that one is okay, so I will modify the duration of this animation to match the one of the shrinking animation. This will be 0.3 seconds, okay? And the trigger will be with previous. So they will be synchronized. Let's open the presentation once again and see how now Mario is shrinking on top of the floor. You see? Now let's run the presentation from the first slide. Let me open the presentation here. So here we have Mario, we have the mushroom. I hit the spacebar, Mario runs to the mushroom and grows up. I hit the spacebar once again, Mario runs to the Goomba and he shrinks. Pretty awesome, right? See that I have created this as a funny example to show you how to simulate collisions in PowerPoint and make objects grow and shrink accordingly. But this is something you can do as a useful resource within your presentations. As an example, as a real-life example, I have created a small slide here, and this is a basic idea that you could use to explain how any task or package moves between different departments inside any given company. Let me open the presentation here and see how the round squares representing the different departments grow and shrink as the task coming from management enters and leaves each department. The technique is exactly the same, just the images and the final purpose are different. There are many real-life applications of these animations, and your imagination is the limit. So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.